we can do the 1, 2, 3 hello for old time's sake. For anybody watching live now, we are having technical difficulties, so we're technically doing this old school, as in we're going. I guess it's called double ender or whatever. We both record and then we splice it together. So
Yeah.
this version of the recording may sound a little weird, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, but it'll make the finished product more polished.
That's right. More polished than usual.
Yeah. We may end up just having this. We may just start doing this anyway if my internet continues to be.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad to have. I mean, yes, Google makes it a lot easier on us. We don't have to edit very much as much, but it wasn't that much editing in the first place. So.
Right. An extra 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, and the audio quality was a lot better. So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I had trouble finding a soundboard Luigi.
Okay.
I know we wanted to do soundboard Luigi.
Well, I was thinking about that. What I would like to do is kind of do this like. Maybe I shouldn't. Is anybody watching?
No, nobody.
Is anybody going to be able to look this later?
Nobody's watching right now, but yeah, they'll be able to watch it later. But they probably won't. They probably won't. I have an idea as well.
Maybe I should keep this one in my pocket then.
Is this for a future show or?
Yeah, future shows.
Oh, okay. Well, I want to know.
Okay, so basically we start all right, we start doing like these, and this is like down the road a little bit, not anytime near soon. But when we're going to talk about Bubble Bobble 2, let's say, but we're going to talk about Bubble Bobble 2 in about a year's time.
Okay.
Well, like a couple of months before, we run like this little, like, I could probably make this little commercial, this little like PowerPoint thing that's like with like this music, and then you see like Luigi sitting in the background, he's like angry. And it's like this whole Luigi's Revenge, and we keep like giving these like little secret code, I don't know, think of something, little secret like messages. And then Bubble Bobble 2, we do the episode, and Luigi comes in when we have those guys there who killed Mario.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it, but that kind of is going to mean that my idea that I just thought of may not work.
What's your idea?
Well, let me tell you my idea, and you tell me which one you want to go with. I was thinking we have Luigi on the show tonight. But you know how Luigi's been since Mario Kart 8 came out. He's had this like Luigi's death stare thing's been kind of popular.
Yeah.
Videos of Luigi doing his death stare. I say we have him on, but he doesn't ever say anything. He just like sits there and stares at us, and we kind of mention him. mention him.
We could do both, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's true. We could do both. So tonight,
he just comes on the show and he's angry. He just stares at us.
He just won't say anything tonight, just because he's so mad.
Yeah. Sounds good. We'll do that.
Okay, all right. That's what we'll do then. All right, so I guess we can start here in just a minute. And we'll do, for old time's sakes, we'll do the 1, 2, 3 hello, and then pause for a minute. Not a full minute, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, hello.
Hello.
Hey, Justin.
What's up, man?
Whoa, you're getting coins.
Hey, yeah. Just getting coins here. Just breaking some question mark blocks.
That, or somebody forgot to turn their phone off before the recording.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Hey, so guess what?
What?
We got a guest on the show tonight.
A guest. What do we owe this occasion?
Well, you see, I don't know if you remember our good friend Soundboard Mario.
Well, the wound is still fresh. Yes.
Yeah, so you haven't forgotten him. Well,
Hmm.
uh, Soundboard Luigi called me up the other day, and he said, can I come on the show? I'm a little upset about what happened to my brother.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I said, I felt like I had to let him come on the show.
Hmm.
So please welcome everybody, Soundboard Luigi.
Hey, Luigi, how's it going? Hmm. Okay.
This is creepy. He's just kind of staring.
He's not. Luigi, so you want to talk about your role in Super Mario Brothers? Because that's what we're talking about today.
He just keeps staring.
Oh gosh, this is this is awkward.
He looks really angry too.
Yeah, this is. He just has like this stare. You
Yeah.
know?
See, Luigi, it wasn't our fault what happened to Mario.
Yeah. It was a complete mistake.
All right, we'll be right back. I'm gonna politely shoo Luigi out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so shooed Luigi out. All right, we're back.
All right. Well, that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, I guess it was a mistake to let Luigi on. I thought maybe he would just come on and do like I don't know, like an elegy or something. Is that the right word? Elegy?
Eulogy.
Eulogy? Eulogy? Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah. But that was, I knew that Luigi had a stare, but that was pretty intense.
Yeah, I've heard about the stare, going around because he's out there driving. When he's driving those carts, he gives you that stare, but it's something else to see it in person.
Yeah, definitely weird.
Cuts right to the soul.
Yeah, you can say that again. Okay. So anyway, let's move on with the show.
Please, please. How about some history?
So, well, we haven't even really told everybody what we're talking about.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I guess it's our anniversary episode, sort of.
Yeah, 1 year anniversary.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that. I hope that wasn't part of the Google Hangouts.
No, it was an external sound. So thank you very
Sweet.
much.
All right,
Mhm.
all right. Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, 1 year anniversary. So we, probably about a month ago, one of us, I don't know, me or you, I don't know who come up with it, said, it's kind of a downer that some of the early games we did. We talked about some of the better, definitely most loved games we did right there at the beginning, and we were very disorganized. We didn't have the show like we have it today, and it was like those games just really didn't get a fair shake. So one of us had the idea. Again, I forget who comes up with the idea. Said, why don't we bring them back? Bring at least Super Mario Brothers back
Yeah.
because
I mean, we didn't have all these sweet segments back then. We just had like it was
we
just
just gotta sit down and start talking.
yeah, it was a bunch of random thoughts, and then we had Soundboard Mario's first appearance, which was a little weird and awkward.
Yeah. But so now we're just kind of trying to give Super Mario Brothers its fair shake,
Yeah.
and to a dude's fair shake, let's say.
In true
So-
dude form, not in old dude form.
Right, right. So yeah, you want to talk some history?
I would love it if you would talk some history.
All right. Well, let's talk some history. So, Super Mario Brothers, obviously one of the most beloved Nintendo games, come out on the NES, and obviously spurred one of the greatest franchises or and gaming characters. He may be the most famous. I don't know if you could think of anybody that is more famous than Mario and gaming. Anybody? Do you think anybody even holds a candle?
I can't
Comes
think of
close.
it. I can't think of anything except, I mean, if you think of the entire history of games, there's nobody that holds a candle to Mario. If you think about certain
Right.
periods, maybe. I mean, Pac-Man was pretty popular there for a while and stuff like that. But if
Mhm.
you take the entire lifespan of gaming, there's nobody that holds a candle to Mario.
Right. I know those Genesis gems are going to say something like Sonic, but Sonic never real. I mean, Sonic is popular. Don't get me wrong, but come on. So, um, but anyway, so you had this. It was considered a pioneering, highly influential game that come out, and really a lot of publications that I've kind of been reading talked about not only this game or the NES in general, but this game helped resurrect gaming after the video game crash market of the 80s. So this game comes out on September 13th, 1985. It's not Mario's first foray into gaming. You had the game Mario Bros. Donkey Kong, which I think Donkey Kong was 1981-ish, somewhere around in there. And Mario Brothers was a couple years before this. And then they came out with this. So this was created by Mr. Mario himself, Shigeru Miyamoto. We've talked about him quite a few times on this show, and developed in the Nintendo R&D 4, which we've also talked about a lot. And R&D 4 was developed after the success of Donkey Kong. So you've got Miyamoto, who's been called Mr. Mario in the past, and Hiroshi Yamauchi, who started off with this R&D 4. And they created Super Mario Brothers. Like I said, it was released in September 1985. The composer for the music, the very famous music, Super Mario Brothers has probably, again, beating a dead horse here, one of the most famous musics for any game. I mean, you can play the theme to this game, and you're going to get a lot of people that know this,
Exactly.
Right. I mean, even people, just the most casual gamers, people like, your parents probably know the Mario theme. It's just something it's as American as apple pie. Maybe. I don't know. It's come from Japan, so I guess it's really not
It's
that
as Japanese as apple pie.
so, so it came out. The game has sold 40.24 million copies, and this is including virtual console sales and everything. So this is the best-selling video game in the Mario series, and the second best-selling game ever. Nintendo Power listed it as the fourth best NES video game. Electronic Gaming Monthly ranked it first on the greatest 200 games of their time. IGN listed it at 3 on their top 100. And it came in behind Legend of Zelda, and number 1 on IGN was Super Mario Brothers 3. So the sequel actually passed up the predecessor there. And Gaming Informer also put it in second place behind The Legend of Zelda. So obviously one of the more famous games. And I was just going to get your take on this. What do you think video gaming would have been like without Mario?
Oh man, I wish I would have got this question before the show, so I could have thought about it. I honestly have no idea. I mean, I think somebody would have came along and been what the industry needed, as in like Mario came and it was exactly what the industry needed. I think somebody else would have done that. I don't think he would have just died. But
well, it's that an old history teacher of ours used to propose this question: Do the times make the men, or do the men make the
I love that
times?
question.
Well, this is an interesting thing because it's just kind of basically what you brought up. Is Mario successful because of the time he came in, or is Mario successful because he's Mario, or because of how the game was made? Probably a little of both, in my opinion, but
Yeah, I
anyway.
think it's a little bit of both. I mean, would Miyamoto and crew have developed this game if it wasn't for the state of the industry at the time? I don't
Hmm.
know. Would they have gone another direction? We don't know.
Yeah,
Or and would the state of video games changed if it wasn't for Miyamoto? That's kind of what you're saying there. But
yeah. I got a picture of Miyamoto, and you would think, I mean, I don't know how old he is. I don't know, I can pull up his age pretty quick. He's got to be up there in age, and he looks extremely young, actually.
it's because he's just so
Uh,
happy all the time.
I guess so. So he's
happiness is
62.
the, happiness is the secret to longevity.
Right. He's 62. But, so.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not terribly old, but he could be my dad. So
Oh, yeah, he's older than my dad, so. And to think, like, all of the characters that he's responsible for creating, Donkey Kong, you know, he created, he's behind Legend of Zelda, behind Star Fox, behind F-Zero, and he was behind just tons of stuff. And, but anyway, so I've got a feeling that the quest to find the game is going to be interesting this week.
oh yeah, it's gonna be a super super complicated, interesting quest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm gonna take you back to a year. Let's say 1988, 1989,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in there. A young, very young Michael sits in anticipation for his birthday. I guess it would be my fourth birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea what I was going to get. I was expecting and probably hoping for some Ninja Turtle toys or something, because Ninja Turtles were pretty hot in the late 80s, I think. So I was probably hoping for Ninja Turtles or G.I. Joes. Instead, I get a little gray box. It's
Yeah.
about the shape of, I don't know, a couple books stacked on top of each other, a couple textbooks stacked on top of each other. And a couple of games with it, a couple little gray other pieces of plastic, and I really had no idea what to do with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that this was not technically bought for me. I mean,
Yeah.
even though it was my birthday present, I'm pretty sure it was not necessarily bought for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a Nintendo, and with it, Super Mario Brothers, because that
Yeah.
came with it, and also a game that we just got through talking about, Kung Fu. So
Yeah.
those two games. And the Nintendo, the NES, the NES.
Mm-hmm.
That is when I got this game. It was a hard quest. It actually may have been a hard quest for my mom and dad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how popular it was or how available it was in 88, 89. I know it came out in limited markets at first, and then it finally released to the mass public later, like a year or two later. So it may or may not have been widely available. I don't know. So I don't know what the quest for this cart really and truly was. I just know I got it for my birthday.
It's interesting because I was talking about this today with my wife because she was talking about when she got her Nintendo, and I was telling her I think I was like 3 or 4 when I got mine, which would have put it at 87, 88. And I called my mom and we were talking about it, and she said that I was the same. It was either 3 or 4, so that would have been Christmas of 87 or 88. And I remember getting I guess the pack-in was Mario Brothers Duck Hunt in the same cartridge with the Zapper. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
That's
yeah,
the same one. That's the same one I got.
Yeah, that was pretty much the quintessential pack-in back in for the NES. So, um, but yeah, I mean, gosh, and I think I vaguely remember like not really knowing what it was or what to do or how to work it.
Yeah.
So it's just like you said, it's like I think it was more like my parents probably wanted it, and then uh, kind of gave it as a gift to me, and then
Yeah,
so.
I can distinctly remember not knowing what to do.
Right. Hmm. Yeah. Well, I can imagine if I was 3 or 4, I cannot imagine that because I let my daughter play who is 3, and she can move she can move Mario and jump and things, but she's still kind of like, oh, okay, what's the deal here? She likes duck hunt though. She's a big duck hunt fan.
Well, but think about your daughter and the position she's in too, because I'm sure this is not her first experience with any kind of game, because she's probably
Oh
had like
no, for
mobile
sure.
mobile games or tablet games
Hmm.
or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
For us, it was like driving little toy cars around and then all of a sudden moving a little red guy on the
Game.
TV.
On the TV, yeah, that is insane. I didn't even think about that, but it's like my daughter she has an iPad that she plays games on, and I even tell my wife all the time, it's like, what would you have given when you were a kid to be able to watch any show or watch Netflix and movies and stuff anywhere, or all that, and now it's like kids today, it's like it's nothing. But anyway, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, with our technical difficulties, don't scare me like that.
Yeah, sorry. I just now realized that I forgot to write down the time for whenever we were doing Quest for the Cart, so my editing's going to get more difficult. And so I had a little stress out moment there. So
No. Sorry.
that's all right.
All right. So let's just jump into the gameplay.
Let's do.
All right. Well, there's a lot to talk about. There's like so little to talk about, but a lot to talk about because this is a game that, for me, I've played so many times that I feel like I know all the little ins and outs.
Yeah, that's the same here. I mean, it's such a simple game, and there's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot to it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I've played it so many times that I could probably talk about it for hours.
Right. Now, I did try to do a couple of speed runs this week, but
Okay.
I couldn't get a sub 10 minute this week. I just was not, just couldn't get it going. I don't know what my deal was.
You just weren't on it this time, huh? Well,
No.
we can hold on to your previous time,
Yeah.
which I don't remember what it
I
was,
think
but
it was like, I vaguely remember, I think you were the first to strike with like a 10 minute, and then I came in with like a 8 minute, and then you swung with like a 6 minute that was pretty like impressive. So
yeah,
I
it was
think,
definitely my best that I've ever done. I can't remember what it was. I don't think it was quite 6, but I think it was like 7 minutes and 11 seconds or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's almost
So
down in the sixes.
yeah, I tried it again tonight, and it got into the point of, oh, it was so aggravating. So here's the deal. So I was moving pretty good, hadn't lost a life yet. Got to the 8-4 and was swimming. And I even had Fireball Mario. And when you get that far in 8-4 with Fireball Mario, you've got it made, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What do? I hit my head on one of those little spinning fire things in the water. Oh, that made me so mad.
I hate it when that happens. See,
It's like the worst thing.
here's the thing. If you can get to World 8-4 with
Mm-hmm.
Fireball Mario and you can
Mm-hmm.
Fireball that last hammer thrower guy,
You've got it
it's
made.
the
Yeah.
game is over. You have got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's always my goal. But I think the time I got that super fast time of
Mm-hmm.
7 minutes or whatever, I definitely got it that time. But yeah, so
Yeah. He's he's a little carrot. That last hammer throw guy. He's a pain. But the 7 rule, right?
yeah, but you lose so much time waiting on that
Well,
7.
yeah, that does suck on when you're doing the when you're going for time. you have to wait on them. But
Go ahead and say the 7 rule in case a listener doesn't know.
yeah, I'd say most people know. But the hammer throwers, and they do this on every level, but this is the only time it ever becomes beneficial for you. So when you get to the 8-4 at the end, you get that one hammer thrower right before you get to Bowser. The hammer throwers will jump 7 times, and after the 7th time, they come forward. They start coming at you. So if you just wait for them to jump 7 times, he'll start moving forward. You just jump over him and then move on.
And they're not when they're walking towards you. They don't throw the hammers either.
Right. There's like a little pause before they start throwing again. Yeah. So, and they all do that. Like I've even tested it out on 8-3, which is the level with all the hammer throwers. And if you do it even there, they'll do it there. They'll jump 7 times and then start coming forward. But it's not really beneficial there. So.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so the first level. How many times have you been killed by the first Goomba?
Embarrassingly, way too many times. I don't know.
More than I would like to admit.
More than I can count, I'm sure.
Yeah. That first Goomba is like, I guess you just take him for granted. Just like you just take off running and you just jump too late. Hit him.
No, I never jump too late. It's my controller never works or something. The button sticks or
stupid controller. I remember.
Then I have to bend it over my knee, and it's just not pretty.
Yeah, I remember the funniest part about my best speed run, the one that was like I can't remember what it was, but the best one I ever did, I actually died on the first Goomba. So it wasn't even a full playthrough without dying. But yeah, so stupid first Goomba.
Have you ever had a playthrough without dying?
Oh yeah, I've done it before, but not that time. Not on my fastest. Have you ever played all the way through without dying? Now that's the impressive one. Like not using warps. Yeah, not using warps.
No, not using warps. I've not done that one.
Yeah.
There's some pretty tricky levels outside of the warps. I mean, whenever you don't use the warps.
I like to play this game every now and then straight through, and as my grandmother used to say, the real way. She hated using warps. She wanted you were supposed to go the real way.
Real way.
Yeah. And plus, she liked to get the infinite lives. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But, yeah, so she liked to play the whole way through. And I do every now and then. And it's a little challenging. I think you get so used to just using the warps and flying through it. And basically the only world that you have to really beat is 8th world.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like you kind of get lost in your own easiness there. And then you kind of start playing the rest of the game. You're like, oh, I don't remember how hard this was.
Right.
So.
Yeah. See, I always fall into the thing where I'm always wanting to do speed runs. That's what I want to do. Like every time I play this game, but I feel like I'm just wasting all my parents' hard-earned money over the years because there's so much in this game that I just blow right through. I mean, I spend 7 minutes playing this game. Right. I sit down and I spend between 7 and 10 minutes playing this game.
Well, it's funny because. Like, when I put Mario in, Mario is, I'm going to beat Mario. And I'm just going to, this is like, I've got 15 minutes to kill. I'm going to beat Mario. That's when you play Mario. It's like, it's no longer, if you're going to put, this much time into a game, it's probably not going to be Mario, which is an interesting thing. I haven't ever thought about that. But
I can remember a few years back when I lived with John.
Mm-hmm.
Pacitti from Punch Out episode.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We sat down and we played start to finish the real way every Mario game through, I think, all the ones that were 2-player. So 1, 2, 3. Well, no, 2 wasn't 2-player, but we still played it. I think we took turns. 1, 2, 3, and then World. We played through and just 100% completed all of them.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot. I mean, there is a lot of gameplay in pretty much every single Mario game, and one to me held up as good or better than all the other ones. But I think that's just because I'm partial to 1.
I'm really partial to 1, and definitely if you ask me which one I play the most, it's going to be 1. But man, 3 is good. I really like 3 too. I mean, to me that's almost a close call for me.
Yeah, I mean 3 is good, and World is spectacular too. I don't know. It's something about the physics of 1 I find are just perfect, and
Yeah.
they alter them throughout the years, and you know, give it. One's not better than the other ones. You know what I mean? I mean, not 1 as in
hmm
Super Mario 1, but 1 as in any one of them are not better than the other ones. But I'm just partial to 1, and I like the way 1 feels.
It's funny because they all have their own little interest. Of course, 2 is kind of quirky, um, Bizarro Mario, if you will.
Mhm.
But and but they all play so similar but so different at the same time.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's a tough, like I said, it's a tough call, but I don't know. So
So what's your favorite level when you play the real way?
I play the real way. Let's see. What is? I can't remember right off the top of my head. Let's see. 3 is the dark level, right? Like 3 and 6 are dark levels, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Right. I like I like really World 1 because World 1 you get the water level, right?
I thought the World 2 is
No,
the
it was
water
World 2.
level.
World 2 is the water level. Yeah, because let's say so 1-1 is the first level, 1-2 is the dungeon, 1-3 is where you're jumping on the platforms, and then 1-4 is the castle for 1. And then 2 is where you get into the water world, and that's where you first get the level with the flying fish, right?
Yeah, 2-3 is the first flying fish, I think, because
Oh my gosh.
you're
Yeah.
going across the bridges.
So you get 2-2, which is a great level because I like the water level.
Uh,
And 2-3 is the level where you just, oh, I hate those flying fish.
I don't mind them, and I think we talked about this the last time we talked about Super Mario. So you must really have a issue with this, but I
hmm
don't know. I don't mind them, but as long as you keep moving, they really don't hit you.
It's when you have to pause.
Yeah.
It's always when you have to pause. If you get hung up, here they come, and then it's just like, and there's always that one. I swear it's a cheap shot. I don't care, I don't care what you say. It's a cheap shot. It like hits you like on your foot, and you know it's on your foot, so it should technically be a kill for you, but it kills you.
I didn't think you could kill them at all.
Yeah, you can jump on them.
Oh, see, I never even bother. I just run right underneath them or something.
Right, use that's the best strategy. But every now and then one will hit you on the foot, and it makes me so mad because I'm like, I'm clearly stepping on that. And no, kills you. So, and then
Well,
levels. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say my favorite level, unless you still got more favorite levels.
Well, I was just going to bring up that level 3-1 has the infinite one ups too. So that's a cool level.
Yeah, at the end when you bounce on the turtle over and over again.
Right. So,
I
but
do
anyway,
have
what was your?
I do have an affinity to the dark levels. I like level
Mhm.
3 and level or World 3 and World 6, the dark ones. I don't know
Mhm.
why. I probably shouldn't because they're the least graphically impressive. I mean, just black backgrounds, you know.
Mhm.
But I really like World 6. In particular, I like 6-3 because
Mhm.
to me it's for one it's dark, and for two it's snowy, and I always like snow. I don't know
Mhm.
why, but I've always liked snow. And for 3, it's probably the hardest, or to me it's the most difficult level in the game.
I think it is. I think World 6 in general is maybe the most difficult world. I don't know. I was even thinking about this because I played it right before. I played it earlier tonight, not right before. But I was thinking like even like 8-4, 8-4 would be really hard if you didn't know where to go.
Yeah, because it's a super maze, right?
hmm
But once you know what to do, it's really not that bad.
Right. It's really easy once you know what to do, but it's like really complicated there at first.
How did we figure out how to do World 8.4?
I don't know. I don't really know. Um,
Because I never had Nintendo Power back in the day.
right.
So I
And
must have just eventually figured it out.
I would assume, I don't know, I would assume my dad probably beat it before I did. And I know he didn't read Nintendo Power.
Yeah. Are you
So
sure?
he had, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he didn't read Nintendo Power. So,
He may have only read it, when he went to take a poo.
yeah. Maybe. Maybe he secretly read it, like at work or something. But,
Daddy,
yes, Liam.
what do you want me to?
All right, let's take a time out here.
Okay,
Just for a second. Sorry.
no problem.
Okay, you there?
Yep, I'm still here.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay, just like a minute.
What now?
All right, where do you want to start at?
Well, we can start back up here in just a second. I'm going to write the time down.
Okay.
Okay, we can come back now. What were
But
we talking
anyway,
about?
yeah, well, I would assume my dad beat it the first time, and I got it from him. And I guess just strictly trial and error, which is pretty daunting if you think about it.
Yeah, oh, now I remember. I was going to tell you that your dad was probably reading Nintendo Power while pooping, and that's why
Yeah.
you didn't know he was reading it.
He was pulling a Carl before pulling a Carl was a thing.
Right. He was pulling a Carl when Carl was pulling Carl's in his diaper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, right. So, and I think the whole eighth world in general would probably be pretty difficult the first time around, especially 8-1, because you don't 8-1. The dynamic about 8-1 is you don't get a lot of time. I mean, you can even fly through that level pretty quick, and and you get the warning and the fast music at the toward the end of the level, even still. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you have almost no time in 8-1. You have to basically run to the end.
Right. So if you and that was another thing when my grandmother would play this game. She never the fast music. You know how it still to this day gives me just this anxious feeling, like it's just like my insides are just wrenching because it's I hear it. It never phased her. She wouldn't hurry, but she never ran out of time. She always beat the level. But it was like, nah. And you could be sitting there, I'd be sitting there dying because the music's like flying and like, you're not gonna make it, you're not gonna make it.
Is that what you're saying to yourself?
Yeah. So.
Justin, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. And it's such an ingenious thing to speed the music up because it makes you try to hurry, and then it just makes you forces you to make more mistakes.
Yeah, you definitely just kind of screw up. I honestly think 8-3 is probably the most difficult of the World 8 because I always end up. That's where I usually lose my. If I lose a life, I'll lose it in 8-3.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have a fireball throwing Mario on A3, A3 it's a pain. It's that fireball throwing though. Once you get a fireball throwing there on A3, it's not that bad. You
Yeah,
just
that's very true. There's Trainsy.
kill yeah, it's a turn mascot.
It's the mascot.
hmm So, but yeah, if you get a fireball on A3, you're good to go. Now let's see, A2 is a little. There's a in a short amount of space. There's a lot of cannons, and it gets a little hairy there for a second.
Yeah, but 8-2 you get that free life at the beginning of the level every time. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
So
get the
8-2 is a freebie.
that's true. It's a freebie, but you're probably gonna lose your fireball. If you lose your fireball, it makes it a lot more difficult.
And there's a really tricky jump in 8-2 also that it took me forever to figure out. I think it's 8-2, right? Where you have to run off the pipe and then jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could never. When I was a kid, it wasn't until I was an adult that I figured this little trick out. But because when I was a kid, I would always try to run, jump off the pipe, land on that little itty bitty spot,
little ledge,
and then jump again. And the controller would never cooperate on that one, you know.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but when I got older, I realized, oh, you run off the pipe, land on that little platform, and then jump, and it works so much easier. So.
Yeah, the little ledges, they're red herrings. So
Yeah.
you just gotta ignore those and jump.
You just gotta be brave.
Right.
No fear.
Yeah. No fear. But yeah. And then that was another thing. Did you ever do the trick where you? Well, it's not a trick because it doesn't do anything, but where you like hold the remote out, like it makes you think you're gonna jump farther for some reason.
I don't know.
Hold the remote out a little further.
I'm not exactly sure I know what you're talking about. I think I try to tilt it to the right to make me run faster.
Well, yeah, anything to try to kind of make the game move in a way that it's not gonna work.
I would also bash it against my knee if I ever fell in any holes or ran into any bad guys.
No, yeah.
That didn't do anything.
Plenty of controllers were smashed on this game. Never broke, but thrown.
No, these are some tough controllers, and this game definitely proved that.
Couple of things about the sprites on this game. One is Mario, when you have little Mario, he has a huge nose. That thing is a honker. And when you're in the swimming level and you're big Mario, have you ever seen how big his belly gets when he's swimming?
No, I hadn't really paid attention to it.
It's like he just pooches it out when he swims. It's a weird swimming style of Mario. He like kicks his legs back, pooches his belly up, and then flaps his arms in front of him.
He uses that belly as like some kind of buoyant force to keep him afloat.
Yeah. So, but anyway.
Man, we could keep talking about this, and this is the second episode we've done on this. But I want to get into some more of our meteor segments, or not meteor segments, some of our segments that we didn't get to do last time.
Yeah.
Because I have the most trophies I've ever done for a game for this show.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Do you have any yourself?
Oh, I've got some. I don't even know how many I have. They're just in my head. I didn't write them down, so I don't even know how many I have.
Oh, snap.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
You want to go first? Want me to go first?
Sure, I can go first.
Okay.
My first trophy is called "Now You're Plumbing with Fire," and that is get a fireball.
My first one is a very difficult one. It's called Hammer Time, and it is kill all the hammer throwers on 8-3 without the Fire Mario.
That takes takes time to do that. And patience.
Oh yeah. It's a tough one.
Okay, well, I've got one that says, "Who says plumbers don't make bank?" And that is collect 100 coins.
All right, mine is Spitfire. And that is beat the game without dying and having a Fire Mario. Now, the reason I called it Spitfire is because I originally thought, playing this game as a kid, that he was actually spitting fire. Because it looks like his hand goes up to the mouth.
Yeah, I did too. It's like he's aiming his mouth with his hand.
So, Spitfire.
It's also a family-friendly podcast, so Spitfire is much better than the alternative. Okay, I've got one called Do a Little Dance. And this is a trick that I figured out when I was a kid that always made me giggle inside. It's whenever you climb the vine up to the secret area, and Mario, he climbs up and he jumps off the vine. Well, if you go back onto the vine and try to climb it again, he'll do a little dance.
Oh, man. That's a good one, but it also stole one of mine. And mine was doing the same thing, but it was called Break It Down Mario.
Nice.
So, all right, that counts as one, I guess. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. This one is kind of the opposite of Who Says Plumbers Don't Make Bank. It's Poor Plumber, and I don't even know if this is possible, but this is completing the game without collecting any coins.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's possible. I kind of want to try it to see if I can. But beat the game without collecting any coins.
Oh man, that'd be pretty cool. The next one is the Fireman Special, and that is jump to the top of each and every flagpole in the game and get the 5,000 points. So now you get different points for how far up on the pole you jump. And the farthest is 5,000, so you get 5,000 on everyone.
That's good. Yeah. So that's how many points does that add up to?
Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. So 3 levels per 3 times 8, 24 times 5,000. That do calculator on that one. So
that's fine. It's just a podcast. We got time. Go ahead.
All right. 120,000 points.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good score or not, but if that's the only thing you did, then I guess it's.
Well, I'll say this: I took a glance at the score tonight when I beat the game just to see what it was, because I never pay attention to the score in this game. But it was 120,900 just for me playing with the warps. So that's you double your score there.
Yeah. So if you're going for a high score, you definitely don't want to warp.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I've got another trophy here. It's called Alrighty Then. And to get Alrighty Then, you have to never press left.
Oh.
Beat the game without ever pressing left on the controller.
Okay.
I don't know if that one's possible either, but that's another one I'm thinking about trying one day.
Mine is semi-related to another one that I had spoke about, and that is it's called It Just Doesn't Seem Right, and that is kill Bowser with Fireball Mario at 8-4. So I always felt like that was a cheap shot when you kill Bowser with the fireballs instead of getting past him and breaking the bridge. So.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of a cheap way to take him out at the end because it's so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, but that kind of brings up a point. I can't remember if we mentioned this on our first episode or if we mentioned it on the Easter eggs episode, but if you kill all the Bowsers with fireballs, you find out that all the Bowsers except for the World 8 Bowser is a Bowser in disguise.
Right, because the little Koopa comes out, or the Goomba comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Hmm.
But it's not just a Goomba. Depending on the level, it's a different thing. It's like a
Yeah.
different creature, minion, or whatever. So, depending on which level you're on, it's actually a more difficult minion that's in the Bowser disguise,
Yeah.
which I always thought was pretty cool.
Hmm. Well, I'm out. You got any more?
Oh lordy, I have like 5 more.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll think of another one while you're running through these.
Okay, this one is called I Know a Secret. Shh, don't tell. And that is go above World 1-2 and run across the top.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay? I have another one called I Am Mario. I Am Immortal. And that is beat the game without dying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? I've got one called Pole Vaulter, and that is jump over the flag, which I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But if you do it, then you get Pole Vaulter. I got 2 more. This one's called Pacifist Mario. It is never kill anything and only drop Bowser into the lava by hitting the hammer thing and levels the bridge. So you can't kill anybody, and you can only defeat the game by hitting the hammer at the end of the bridge.
That'd be hard to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's possible either, but I'm guessing it is because you don't necessarily have to kill anybody, right?
Yeah, that's
You just
true.
dodge them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and then my last one is one that I thought about the other day when I beat the game, and that is Dag Nabbit Princess, and that is beat the game and realize that she just spits you back to the beginning, and it's more difficult and you have to try again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that old princess just keeps getting caught over and over again. Don't know what to say about it.
Yep. Did you think of any more? I think that's pretty good in the trophy department. We came
I
up
think we knocked that out of the park. Yeah.
together. We came up with like 16. So
Yeah. So I think we got that hammered out.
oh, I like what you did there. Pun intended.
Mm-hmm. Pun is intended.
All right, let's talk about a rating then.
Ooh.
What type of rating should we give this game? I'd say let's give this game, since this game is an icon in the world of video games, let's give this game an icon rating.
Okay.
So any icon that you can think of.
Oh gosh, an icon.
Yeah, like a person, something like that.
Okay. All right.
You got one?
Yeah. I will go. No, you go first. I thought I had one, but I don't like it. You got one?
I'm going to go with Michael Jordan.
Ah, that was the one I was going to go with, but then I couldn't think of a good explanation. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go with Michael Jordan because he came and changed the game of basketball. And not only did he come in and change the game of basketball, but he got people interested in basketball again. Because I feel like before Michael Jordan came along, people were starting to get uninterested in basketball. Michael Jordan comes in, and then all of a sudden basketball is the greatest sport in the world. So Super Mario Brothers and the Nintendo Entertainment System in general, but we're talking about Super Mario Brothers, came in, was the best game around at the time, in my opinion. It was also the game. It was a game changer, changed the way people even looked at video games, and brought video games back into people's minds. So I'm going with Michael Jordan.
All right, I'm going to go similar here, but I'm going to go in a different realm, and that's Bill Gates, because Bill Gates changed how computers were done. Before, Bill Gates, computers was kind of something that not a lot of people had experience with, and they were obscure, and they were not very easy to use. But Bill Gates comes along, he really revolutionizes the PC with Windows, makes them easy, makes them more accessible, and revolutionized, changed how the trajectory of computing, and still to this day is around, and most of the computers use Windows and Microsoft products, and same with Mario, still around today, and you still play Mario games.
All right, I like it. Good rating, by the way. I think we nailed that too.
Yeah.
How about some listener feedback? It's also something we didn't get to do on our first episode.
Yeah. I've got the group pulled up. Wait a minute. Never mind. I thought I did, but I don't.
Okay. Well,
Here it is.
get it pulled back up, and I got
Okay.
us a voicemail.
Okay, you play the voicemail. I've got it pulled up, but go ahead and play the voicemail.
I'm surprised we only got one. Of course, I was really busy this week, so I didn't get to push for feedback like we normally do. Anyways, this is a nice long voicemail. So here you go. It's good.
Hey, two dudes, what's going on? Russ Lyman here from the Retro Games Plus podcast. I've been wanting to call in for a while, just haven't had a chance. I've been listening to you guys, from the very beginning, and great stuff. I figured I had to call in on the Super Mario Brothers episode, just because that game is, so pinnacle in so many gamers' lives. I could definitely remember my dad buying my NES and hooking up Mario Brothers for the first time and just playing it, and it was so awesome. I was like, this amazing world with so many secrets. It was just so cool to explore. And growing up, my parents were divorced when I was very younger, so I would go over to my dad's house on the weekend and pretty much just play Nintendo. So, it brings me back a lot with that. And it's carried into my adult life as well. I actually got into doing car shows, and I have a custom car, and it actually has Mario on it. I put Mario throwing a fireball down the side. My license plate is M-Cart. And I do a whole bunch of shows all around Connecticut, where I'm from, and I drove all the way out to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And actually, with one of the car shows I did, I proposed to my wife on the way to the car show, and when we got home from our trip, I surprised her with a Princess Peach car, the Scion XD,
Nice.
pink and white. The inside's got a chandelier in it, and it's all pink on the inside, so we matched growing up. So, our life is a video game, and it just reflects in my everyday life and personality and everything, and it's just such a great game. So glad you guys are reviewing it. Hopefully you give it some great reviews and some cool facts and tips and tricks. And keep up the good work, guys. Talk to you later.
Nice, very nice. I like
Yeah.
I like his story. I want to see his car too.
Yeah,
Russ,
that is interesting.
I want to see you
What's the
post a picture of your car somewhere so I can see it. And when you post a picture of your car, wherever you post it, post the name of your podcast too, because I couldn't quite understand it. It was like
Yeah.
Retro Games Plus One or something like that. I'm not sure, but we'll share your podcast. We just got to know what it is.
Yeah.
So that was it on the phone calls.
Okay, well, that was a good one, though. And I do want to see that car. So here on the group page, we got George Vosper says, "Oh boy, my dad still makes fun of me for being afraid of that game when I was a kid. We used to play it all the time, though." I'm curious at what George was afraid of now.
I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Other than that sped up music,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot that I can remember being afraid of. But
Yeah. Maybe he'll tell us. Humberto Montoya said one of the absolute best games ever. Steve Nicks said when playing with friends, we'd all chant A start repeatedly so as to press that combination and resume playing in wherever you were beyond the first. Robert Ferguson, Ferg, says, "OMG, Mario is dying on the cover."
he does look like he's running head first into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and also real quick, the guy who was it that just mentioned before about A start or something like that?
Steve Nicks. Okay.
Yeah. See, there was something in the news not too long ago, and I didn't share it because I didn't feel like it was newsworthy. Because I also felt like I always knew this, but somebody was saying, some news outlet was saying, oh, this new secret has been discovered in Mario. After 30 years, you can hold A and press start to restart back where you were or something, right?
Really?
And I was like, I didn't know that was some big dark secret. And I guess that's kind of what he's saying too. It's like, hey, we used to chant that all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. Yeah. All right. So Joshua Witt said this game absolutely changed the industry. It was the killer app that made video games in the home relevant again. Prior to the rebirth of the home video game market after the crash in 1983, most games were about getting high scores. Super Mario Brothers was about exploring the new and exciting world and saving the princess. It was a brand new experience and unprecedented graphics and sound. It is one of the most iconic retro games of all time. Very true. And Duke Clayton South says, the first game on the NES that I played, I was 6. I was at a friend's house, and I beat 1-1. I thought I had beaten the game and was so proud. My friend told me that I had just beaten only the first castle, but that many more difficult castles awaited. I was bummed out, so I picked it up again when I got a NES in 1989 when I was 9. It was considerably easier with only 3 years added to my age, due in part to improved coordination as a 9-year-old versus a 6-year-old, and plenty of practice. Eventually, I beat it, but with warps. Only as an adult did I beat the game correctly, completing all levels and beating all bosses. A great game with great memories. When we think of Mario, we think of this first.
So he refers to it as beating it correctly. Your grandmother refers to it as beating it the real way.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Eric Esping says, I am hoping to hear Soundboard Mario make a cameo. Oh, Eric.
Yeah, Eric, he's dead, buddy. I hate to break it to you.
Maybe you should reference him to Bubble Bobble. Yeah.
Yeah, but he did. Somebody sent me a text on our Google number saying this may be him. I don't know, but I normally don't read our text, but I thought this was funny because I caught this like in the middle of my week. It says, "So for your 1-year anniversary, you guys are rebooting the podcast. This sounds like a sneaky way to bring back Soundboard Mario, if you ask me."
No, Mario's gone.
Yeah.
Still stay gone. But Luigi did show.
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, he was great.
Yeah. Aaron Hickman says, "Look what I just played." And he's showing the cabinet version on a picture. So
yeah, I've played that version. It's alright.
Yeah. Gabe Vangilder? Vangilder. Sorry.
Maybe I may have screwed it up too. I don't know.
Yeah. He says, my Mario memories are also a Christmas memory. I posted during the Christmas episode. And then I guess he changed his mind and posted again. I had first seen Mario at a store called ? Been so long I forgot the store chain. Same store chain a few years later, Frank Reich from the Buffalo Bills signed autographs at for his amazing comeback. I went to the store, seeing the game being played by this girl and her father. I was staring at it. They finally let me play it and loved it ever since. I got it a few years later on Christmas Day. So, there you go.
Nice.
Ed Wilson says, well, I was totally dressed for the occasion today, and he opened up his shirt to show a pretty sweet shirt. It's got Mario, the box art for the original Mario, so it's pretty sweet.
Nice.
And then Aaron Hickman changed the photo around to put Mario's face on Ed and Ed's face on Mario on a shirt.
Aaron. Hey, what did you like to say, Justin? Hey, Aaron, the jerk store called. And they're all out of you.
Yeah. And Greg Polander rounded us out here. Awesome game. I spent so much time with it as an 11-year-old with my brand new NES gotten in Christmas of '87. My parents also bought the only other games they could find in the store, Top Gun and Pinball. While most were fun, they can't hold a candle to Super Mario Brothers. Since I had the control deck, no light gun either. I must have spent hours on that game and still return to it now and then. I'd rank it third favorite Mario game even today, behind Super Mario World as number 1 and Super Mario Brothers 3 as number 2. All right. So.
We're not done yet.
Okay.
I got iTunes feedback that I've been forgetting about.
Sweet. 1 year anniversary. Do the iTunes.
Oh, you want me to do every single one? We only got 64.
Oh man. We should just give ourselves a good pat on the back.
Yeah, just read every bit of it. No, I won't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to read the new ones, and
Okay.
I apologize if I've already read these, but I feel like I haven't read any this year, so I don't think I have. Okay.
Yeah.
First one is from G Walker 34. G Walker says, "I hate game podcasts, but I hate gaming podcasts, but you guys are the best. You're one of the only podcasts I heard so far that is worth listening to. I own ROMs, but your NES talk almost inspires me to buy an NES again."
Sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good. If he hates gaming podcasts but listens to us, then that's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got one from Saul to the One. Saul says, "These are great guys, and their Facebook group is slowly becoming one of my favorite groups. I love me some Ness. Keep it up, dudes."
Awesome.
Yeah, our Facebook group is booming, really. I mean,
It is. It's really taking off.
it's going pretty nuts. I mean, there's stuff going on there that I can't even keep up with, but it's all awesome NES stuff. So if you're out there, listener, and you want to, and you're on Facebook and you're not part of a group, then you should be, because there's a lot of cool, like-minded people who love the NES. They're talking. I think the group is just called Two Dudes in an S. So search it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we got another one from SVT512. It says, "NES lovers rejoice. What a great podcast. Justin and Michael have a really great chemistry. I love the skits they do once in a while. The game review and discussions are always informative and very entertaining."
Sweet.
And then we got one more from Tommy is Fit 941. Tommy is Fit says, "Great NES nostalgia. Grew up playing these games. Fun to listen to the reviews as it brings back some great memories. I also enjoy the in-depth backstory they give of these games." So thank you, Tommy is Fit. And I wonder how fit Tommy really is.
I'd like to know.
Okay, sorry. And also, we can't do an anniversary episode without bringing on some new honorary dudes.
Yeah. It's just the perfect time.
Okay, I've got 3.
Okay.
First one is Dude Bert, which is Bert the Stormtrooper. He is constantly posting cool stuff to our wall, usually cool pictures of his room with tons and tons of toys in there that I'm somewhat jealous of, but only when I'm in a really nerdy mood.
Mm-hmm.
But and he wants it to be known that I guess he just really wants us to see his posts, because he posts on both our Facebook page and our group. So, and that's not me discouraging it. That's me saying awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's see, and then we've got Dude Dewey, which is, I'm really confused by Dude Dewey, who's Justin Dewey. I feel like at some point in time I thought he was Swedish, but now I'm not so sure if he's Swedish or not. So I think you need to, clarify for us, Dude Dewey. Are you in Sweden? Are you in America? Where are you? You're an honorary dude now. I think it's time to reveal whether or not you're actually in Sweden or not.
Yeah.
And that may have just been me imagining him over in Sweden. So
Yeah.
I don't know. And then finally we have Dude Copel. He is quickly. He's a newer listener, but he discovered us fast, and he's been drawing stuff for us all the time, and he calls in, so definitely worth that honorary dudeship. So welcome the 3 new honorary dudes.
Yeah, and we're gonna get sappy here for a second.
Oh Lord.
If you don't mind. Do we have any other sections? Or are we kind of rounding this out?
This is it.
Well, I just after a year's time, I just wanted to kind of put some thoughts in. It's been pretty incredible. It's been a pretty incredible run, and how popular it's become from just something that me and you just kind of started on a whim and not really organized at first, and what it's turned into has been pretty incredible. And I've made new friends along the way, and made me kind of thought of that was you had put up a post today about we will be making our anniversary return trip as long as baby Dudette doesn't make a surprise visit.
Yeah.
Which is, and my wife is about to have our second child, and Joe put up a really sweet post, and I really appreciated it, and shows this, this is not just about a podcast, it's about making friends. And he said, one of the dynamics I like about this show is I feel like it's two friends hanging out talking nest. Baby Dudette showing up unexpectedly further cements this feeling. Baby Dudette can interrupt anytime. So thank you, Joe. That was a sweet post. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I really appreciate all the friends that we seem to be making through this experience, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I feel like I'm with you there. I think that once we started the group where we could actually interact on a more personal level with these people, these people, they went from these people to being, they're all friends. I mean, we talk with them on the computer. They're, I don't know. Some people may say, oh, internet friends are not friends, but no. I mean, they listen to the podcast and they post in our group, and we get to interact with them. I'm talking to you saying them, but I should be saying you, as in talking to the person listening right now. We interact with you, and we think, the more we interact with you, the more you actually become real friends instead of just weird internet friends, as my wife calls them.
Well, with that being said, if you like what you hear, tell your other friends that maybe don't know about us, and bring them into the discussion.
Tell your real friends or your weird internet friends. It doesn't matter.
Right. So, anyway, so you can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, our website, nesdudes.com, nintendudes.com, and twodudesandannest.com. You want to listen to every episode that we have up there. We've got some different kind of articles and things, and more articles are going to be coming out as different episodes come up. So always check us out there. And Michael, where can they call us?
I would also like to say that if anybody just really has the hankering to write, you just really want to write, and you're thinking, man, I'd love to write NES stuff or just retro gaming related stuff. Send us an email. I think it's mail at nesdudes.com, or maybe feedback at nesdudes.com. Actually, I know it's Michael at nesdudes.com. Maybe I should have prepared better for this. Hit me up on Facebook, or I think it's mail at nesdudes.com, or call us at 775-773-8761. Any of those things. Let us know that you want to write, and the only thing we don't really want on our website is NES reviews. We don't want to review games because that's kind of what we're doing on the podcast. Anything else, if you want to submit something, more than likely I'll put it up, unless it's just a bunch of FUs or something.
Yeah.
Anything else, I'll probably put it up. And also, how about some iTunes reviews? We try to read them online on the air, but I usually forget. But I like iTunes reviews. We're at 64. It'd be really cool to get to 100. I don't know how long that would take. I mean, it may take another year for us to get to 100, which is fine. But
yeah.
All it takes is just go on there and add another one to the list.
Yep.
5 stars are preferred, but honesty is always the righteous way.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it should also be
Alright.
known. We kind of mentioned Baby Dudette, but this is gonna be. They're gonna be a little. We're gonna take a little break because the baby is imminent. It could arrive at any day, and if it doesn't arrive, then we're gonna make it arrive, right?
Right.
So
Week from Saturday. So.
yeah. So we're gonna take a little break. This will be the last episode for at least 2 or 3 weeks. And if you wait 2 or 3 weeks or a month and you're no longer getting episodes, it's probably because you didn't unsubscribe and resubscribe to us on iTunes, and you're probably still trying to get the Podomatic feed, which will be gone when we come back. So it should be noted that if you want to listen to us after this episode, you're going to have to unsubscribe on iTunes and then resubscribe. Or because Podomatic's going away, so I know I'm just rambling on about it, but I just want people to realize that if you use Podomatic or if you use an older version of our iTunes feed, then this is the last episode you'll get. If you're on Stitcher or our website, then you're good. That doesn't matter. But
Yeah. So.
okay, nobody probably listened to that last 15 minutes of rambling.
All right. So, game at the end of this episode.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to figure out what it is by the time we post this episode, but if it's silent here, then so be it.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
See ya.